Hello and welcome back to my channel. And welcome back to an Abarth 595 Competizione. So this is the extra special version basically of the Abarth 500. It has a 1.4 litre turbo engine producing 180 horsepower and about the same in terms of foot-pounds of torque, about 185 foot-pounds of torque. Now, why is it so special? Well, it's pretty much very track focused, I would say. So first of all, up front, brakes wise, it's got 4-pop piston Brembo brakes with 305mm discs drilled and vented, which obviously increases stopping power massively. It's got Coney dampers, which again makes the driving experience incredible in terms of handling. It's got a record Monza exhaust system as well, which again, just the exhaust just pops and cracks in every single gear, downshifts, upshifts. It's absolutely wicked and really addictive. This particular car is amazing as well. Well, the spec is incredible as well, because it's got the carbon pack, so it's got these wicked Sabelt carbon back seats, as well as carbon trim all over the steering wheel, which is really nice. Just a really nice place to sit. It's got this lovely billet aluminium all-in-one piece gear shift, or gear knob, should I say, which again just adds to the whole theatre, the ambience of the car. Very cool. I love the paintwork on this thing as well. It makes it stand out even more, make it look extra special again. Sort of like a two-tone paint colour. Really cool. Quad exits at the back. Some subtle body styling to the old Abarth 500, so subtle differences in terms of the extra vents and slightly wider, etc. But yeah, other than that, it's just wicked, man. Drop down gears, floor it, and it just pulls. The other wicked thing as well, it has got a mechanical limited slip diff. So therefore, you put your foot down in any sort of gear, you don't really get much wheel spin, scrabble that you would normally get in sort of like a Mini Cooper or any powerful front wheel drive car. Now, 180 horsepower, not much. Car doesn't really weigh anything. It weighs a touch over a ton, which power to weight ratio, pretty simple maths really, which makes it a very fun and chuckable car. Now, where would this have fitted in? So when it first came out, so this particular car is a 2017 model. When it came out, it would have Abarth would have aimed at the sort of Fiesta ST200 mark, or the Peugeot 208 Peugeot Sport mark. That's the sort of market or entry level they would have aimed at. Now, the Peugeot 208 Peugeot Sport has got more power, so does the ST200. Does it necessarily mean they're a better car? No, not necessarily. Now, where those cars are potentially better than this is in terms of practicality. So they've got slightly more practicality, slightly bigger cars, and their chassis on them are slightly more tuned, I would say. However, this is a proper little pocket rocket, and I love it. And the reason being is because it's a basically a track-focused car, isn't it? Let's be honest. I mean, these seats are not the most comfortable, but they look stunning, and I can see in a track-orientated conditions, they'd be wicked, because they really bolster you in, they really hold you in. You can feel when you go around the corners, you push the car around corners, etc. You do feel planted in the car. Gearbox, wicked, really good, really notchy. High up as well, a bit like an old school Honda Civic, so like an EP3 Honda Civic, or even the FT2 or FN2 even, sorry, had the same sort of gearbox setup, which is quite high up, but then perfect in range of where you can reach, very easy to change gear, very engaging. So there's a bit of turbo lag, I would say between 2 and 3,000 RPM, which is, I'd say you'd find on most cars. Obviously, a simple remap would map that straight out and you'd get linear power almost instantly. However, once you get into the higher ranges of the rev range, you will find the car just takes off like a rocket. And this is a proper pocket rocket. It just, poof, there you go, straight into the power. It just sounds wicked as well, man. That exhaust is incredible. The other thing to mention, which not people mention about these, I find, is actually the fuel economy is actually very, very good on these. Now, considering, okay, it is a small engine, it's a small car, and it's very, fairly high performance in comparison. The fuel economy is actually very, very good. You would probably find mid to low 40s in terms of MPG. I mean, that's incredible. You cannot get that in a Golf GTI or a Fiesta or any of those type cars. You just don't get it because the engines are slightly bigger, they're a bit heavier, and therefore you just don't get the fuel economy. So that's an incredible thing to think about if you are thinking of getting one of these, in terms of looking at that space, in terms of bracket, in terms of hot hatches. Very track focused, you can take straight on track pretty much. Good on fuel. Okay, it's not, like I said before, it's not the biggest car, so you do probably have to think about, if you've got a small family or, this is more of a toy, if you know what I mean. Handling's awesome. Once you get into that power turbo range, it just pulls like an absolute rocket. Suspension's really good, handles really well. I do like the steering wheel. It's got a bit of Alcantara as well as the carbon effect. Really, really nice. Handles really well. Throttle response is very good. Currently got in sports mode. The good thing as well with these cars is when you put them in sports mode, they stay in sports mode even if you turn the car off and on again, which is a good thing. A lot of cars, once you turn the engine off, it reverts back to normal, which is frustrating. If you're the sort of person that drives a hot hatch like you should be driven. But yeah, really, really cool hot hatch. Absolutely love it. This also has the lightweight wheels on it, which really make it look stand out, and again helps them towards the agileness of the car. This particular car is or has done just under 10,000 miles, so it's practically new. Let's be honest. It's 2 years old, less than 10,000 miles. Very, very well, highly spec'd car. Excuse me while I just indulge myself in this lovely, beautiful day. Really nice, cool, twisty roads. It's perfect. What more could you want? So yeah, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed a short video, short review, short first impressions, whatever you want to call it. Massive thank you to Ron Road Cars for lending me the car for an hour or so. If you are interested in this car, it's now live on their website. Be sure to go check it out. Links are in the description below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content just like this, then please don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys very soon for another video. So addictive, so addictive.